Hello! Yay! I'm here finally. And I have good news. I have shifted where my camera sits. It is no longer here. It is right here. So when I'm stitching, I'm not like this anymore. But now that I've just turned my head, I've realized that the door's open. So I'll be one sec. Both of the cats are in here. So there can be no complaining about coming into this room. There can be complaining about exiting the room, of course. But anyway, I need to get my phone set up and put on silent. Okie dokie. So I'm going to do some more work on this because part 4 was released today, which I'm actually going to have a quick look at that because I haven't looked at it yet. So you're just going to have to deal for a second. But as you can see, I have done a lot of work on it since last week. I'll be honest, I don't remember what I've done since last week. But a lot has been done because I know that I did a lot of work on it, basically. Come on, email. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental woman to pump me up. Download, please. No, that's not the right folder. There we go. Okay, just got to put it, save it in the right folder. Oh, the two new animals are a sloth and a kangaroo with a joey in her pouch. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'm going to print out those 2 pages because that'll be part 3 and part 4. Perfect. Alright, so print. I actually think I'm running low on a color, but that's okay. Custom, we want page 4 and 5. Yep. I want to do it on both sides. Print. Okay. But saying that and looking at that, I'm now sad that I have told myself I'm going to wait because it's so cute. And I still want to do the flamingos, but I'm going to be good and I'm still going to do them in 2 section stages. But as you can probably tell, I've been stitching on this fuchsia kind of pink color. These pillars look really good on the screen actually, which is pretty cool. And I think they look good in person too, but like especially on the screen. Oh, Zoe's freaking out because the printer is printing. What is it doing? And why? She doesn't like change. Okay, so let's get some pink. Oh, it's stuck in my ring. In this thing. I've got floss stuck in it. There we go. It ripped, but just trim it. I'll get my little art jar because it's kind of tucked out of the way right now. There we go. Okay, let's get some pink. Yep. Lots of pink. One, two. I'm super glad that I decided to stitch this on 18 count. I am, however, sad that I kind of rushed starting stitching it because I have this really nice, like, sort of oatmeal 18 count fabric that I found about 3 weeks ago now, and it would have looked really nice on that. But I am not undoing that or starting again, so I'm also going to try and stitch very steadily in hand and not use my desk mount. I have such a busy day tomorrow. I keep remembering all these. And you know what? While I say that, I am going to open up the app that I've been using to note things down, and I'm going to note down things. I know I'm gonna note down the stuff that I want to do tomorrow. And the reason that is important to mention, I have a banana and I don't know where to put it. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The reason that I mention that is because today is Thursday. Tomorrow, believe it or not, is Friday, which means that it is the last day before my girls' birthdays. So my youngest is turning 6 on Saturday, my oldest is turning 8 on Sunday. I have a lot to do before the weekend starts. Anyway, so I should have written that down, typed the thing out before I started that. Shit. What was the thing? Okay, can I like move? Yeah, there we go. Still learning this app. Okay, so I'm going to leave that open. I'm actually going to put it over here so it's out of the way. Oh, I remember the thing I need to do. And I can make that a different color, can't I? Yeah, there we go. Format, highlight. There we go. And I'm going to move that up. Cool. Done. There. Alright. Yeah, the thing I need to do that I was trying to remember that I need to do tomorrow is record my floss tube because I don't want to miss it. Like I don't want to miss an episode. Because that's just kind of the person I am. But I also do not want to be worrying about trying to record it over the weekend. If I find time to myself somehow over the weekend, I will do some editing, but most likely it will be a late released floss tube. Or I could edit in the evening, I guess. That's a possibility. I can't edit on Saturday, which the reason for that is exciting. I am so as a backstory. If you don't know, I missed out on a trip across. Pardon me, a trip across America to the East Coast back in April because my husband got exposed to someone who had COVID, and we needed to make sure that the kids were looked after, and he's had issues with respiratory stuff that we suspect was related to him getting the COVID booster. So it was like a whole thing, and long story short, for that, he didn't have COVID, so that's great. But I needed to cancel my trip the day before it was about to happen. And part of my trip was meeting up with two of my friends, and we were going to go see Hannah Gadsby live. So I missed out, but that's okay, because on Saturday, Hannah Gadsby is coming to Seattle. She is doing 2 shows only on Saturday, which, good for her, but that happens to be my daughter's birthday. So I'm going to see the second show, the later show, which starts at 9 o'clock. So I'm not going to miss any of my daughter's birthday, but it is going to be a late night because I will not be staying in Seattle. Like, if it was any other day, I would, because I want to be home for Sunday morning because it's my other daughter's birthday. So yeah, I'll just make sure that this is correct. Just like willy-nilly stitching, like, oi, let's just do whatever the fuck I want. I'm pretty sure this is just all pink. Yeah, it is. Sweet. You know what? I am going to try and get this to work again, because I do have a long cut of thread. I just remembered or realized, whatever the word is, that I did not post to Instagram again today. I thought last Thursday was a crazy day. Today was a crazy day. My gosh. Today, my kids had their wellness appointments at the doctor. I'm going to move that up. There we go. Okay, cool. That's better. Yeah, my kids had their wellness appointments because it's almost their birthdays, and that's when you do it. So that took 2 hours. And then I got them to school, and then I had to grab a couple of things. Oh yeah, pharmacy. That's right. And I got a coffee for my husband because he was silly and went out. He went to work like in the office yesterday because a couple of his co-workers flew in from out of state. And after work, they all had dinner, and then after dinner, they had drinks, and my husband got extremely drunk and got home at 2:45 this morning. He had a good time, but he had an 8 o'clock meeting this morning. I just couldn't stop laughing at him, and I know that's horrible, but holy fuck, it was funny. So I got him a coffee because he was having a rough morning, and then I got home, and I had 45 minutes to just breathe before I then needed to go to martial arts for class. And then that was an hour. And then as soon as class finished, I had to quickly get changed out of my uniform and drive all the way into Seattle and have a doctor's appointment. Oh my gosh, it was the first time I was seeing this doctor, and I filled out all the paperwork, and then I was just sitting there for 45 minutes just waiting to get called back, and all these people were just coming in and getting called back, and I was sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, I'll give it one more minute, and then I'll go up to the desk and I'll be like, what the fuck? And of course, then I got called back. And yeah, so I sat down, I confirmed who I was, and then I said to the nurse, so I'm going to be that person, and I really don't want to be that person, but how long is this going to take? And yeah, I was just like, I wouldn't normally mind, but I got to get all the way back to Snoqualmie and get my kids from school in like an hour. So yeah, it didn't take long. Thankfully, somehow, miraculously, even though it was pissing down with rain, like a buttload of rain all the way on the freeway, I managed to get to school 5 minutes before the kids got let out. I'm just a freaking superhero or something. It was a lot of rain. It feels like a lot more rain is happening, I'm sure, when you're doing 70 miles an hour. And everyone else around you is doing 70 miles an hour too, and spraying water up from the road, and yeah. So yeah. Then I got home and sat down on the couch. I didn't get to have lunch, so I grabbed a protein shake. Sat down on the couch, and oh my god, it's 9 o'clock already. And what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted because of my phone and my watch telling me to take my medication. Yeah, I sat down on the couch with my lunch at 3:45, and that's when I sat down, that's when my body was like, whoa, you did martial arts? I'm not happy now. So I'm quite sore, but I'm not as sore as the other times I've been. Like, I'm getting there, and I am gonna be figuring out what kind of like exercises I want to do in between classes, because I'm just like, I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm just way more unfit than I expected, which, yeah, like I said, I shouldn't be surprised. But I can't do like sit-ups, and I never liked sit-ups, but I used to be able to do them, and now there's just like absolutely no way. And this cycle in the martial arts place that I go to is a lot of kicking, and so I'm like reminded of how inflexible I've kind of always been. So I want to work on that as well. But yeah, it was fun. I like Thursdays. Thursdays are a longer class. It's an hour instead of 40 minutes. But I like Thursdays because there are no teenagers. It's just sort of, it makes me feel less self-conscious, but also just, it's a bit more light-hearted too, which is nice. Plus, it's nice to just have um a sunny, like sunlit class time in the evening. I mean, at the moment in Washington, it's still light out at like 9 o'clock, but it's definitely getting darker by 8 o'clock. So it's, yeah, in the middle of the day, it's much brighter. And I'm dreading classes when the temperature starts ticking up higher. I need to invest in their summer gear. They have t-shirts and baggier pants and stuff. I need to see if any of it'll fit me, mostly. I have a lot of weight to lose. It's fun. And I'm surprising people still. I'm surprising myself. I hate when that happens. This little, like, whirl knot thing that it does. Pretty sure. Oh no, there's a little bit. I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure that I could stitch all the pink without having to refer to the oh, pardon me, refer to the pattern, but the two, like, circular blob kind of bits of the plant there, I have to refer to the pattern for that. But that's okay. It's all good. How cool does that peacock look? It'll look even cooler once the last colour's in. The eyes of the tail. When I was stitching this the other day, my youngest was talking to me about it, asking me questions and stuff, and I was like testing her. I'm like, what are the animals? Do you know what the animals are? And the first thing she says was, "This is a giraffe," and then she's like, "No, wait, and because she's American, she's a zebra." It's not a zebra, it's a zebra to me. Anyway, and then she's guessed this was a lion, which yes. And then I'm like, do you know what this is? I didn't expect her to know what this is, and she didn't. And so I told her it's a boy peacock, and she was like, why is it a boy? Why can't it be a girl? So I explained to her that sometimes with animals, the boys and the girls look different, and that's because the boys want to impress the girls so that they can have babies with them. And she was like, oh, okay, so what does a girl peacock look like? And I'm like, you're going to be disappointed, child. It is not exciting at all. So I, did a quick Google search and found a picture of a boy, a male peacock with his tail up so she could see it. That was near or trying to impress a peahen, and the peahen's just like. I didn't really have dinner tonight. I realized that when I had just finished putting the girls to bed. I was supposed to have soup initially because the kids had McDonald's. So I was supposed to have some soup, and then I remembered that I didn't have my salad. Oh, cool, we're doing this already, are we? Cool. Yeah, I remembered I didn't have my salad today for lunch because I just ran out of time. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll have that. And then I don't know what happened. I just didn't have it. And yeah, being an adult is dumb. I just remembered because I looked up. I have a YouTube video that I was just listening to before I pressed stream or go live. Sorry, that's what the button says. And I'm thinking about playing it and just keeping an eye on the view account. And I think my husband's already going to bed. I'm not surprised. He would have only gotten like 4 hours sleep at most. Yeah, about that. It was funny. I got up, and I needed to make sure that I got up earlier than sometimes I do, because I had to get the girls to their appointment this morning, and I was going through the clean clothes. I haven't folded the clean washing, so it's on this couch that's over there. I was looking for some clothes for my kids to wear, and my youngest was already up. She gets up at the crack of dawn. And she knows she can go downstairs and get some food and put on the TV basically. But today she did not want to put on the TV. Says she got her Kindle, and yeah, she didn't want to put on the telly because his dad was asleep on the couch. He was too drunk to traverse the steps to get up to our bedroom, which is funny. Alright, I'm gonna press play on this. If I laugh randomly, don't worry. Hmm. Hello. Sorry, I'm watching John Oliver. Alright, I'm gonna pause. Hi. I briefly saw your message. Ugh, that sounds horrible. Is everything okay? I honestly probably should be doing birthday stuff tonight, but it's been a day, and I need to stitch. I need my fix. Ouch, I tore a ligament. Had to have caught it and injected. Ow. Yeah. Oh. That's a lot of things that you can't do. That sucks. I'm sorry. I know one thing that you'd be able to do. Not right now. You'd be able to talk to Charlie still. I know she doesn't say much when she does call you, but she asks to call you a lot. And yeah, on the weekends and Fridays, she clock watches like a boss. And as soon as she realizes it's almost 3 or it already is after 3 and she like missed it, she is like on it. She's like, call Nanny? She really does. Can't believe she's gonna be 8 so soon. It's gone so fast. But also in a way it's been 8 years. It's so weird to think about the passing of time. Especially from the last couple of years. My god. So I'm filling this in half stitches. Because I'm carrying my thread nicely. Gives you a bit of break too, yes. Yeah, and today she's screaming at me to, not screaming bad, but like yelling loudly for me to come upstairs so that I can use the remote control that's in her hand to turn on the television. Like, come on, child, I'm so sore from martial arts today. Just try yourself, child. Alright, watch. I will do it now. That's done. My watch will leave me alone now. I am very much looking forward to this weekend. Looking forward to seeing the girls get their presents. I get to hang out with Charlie on Saturday because Alex is going to a birthday party on her birthday, someone else's birthday party, and I did last weekend's party chaperone, so Josh is doing this weekend's one. And then Saturday evening, who's making? No, neither of us are making cakes this year because Saturday evening I am going out to see Hannah Gadsby because the only performance times she has in Seattle are 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. on the 11th of June. And then, yeah, Charlie's birthday on Sunday. Yeah, it'll be a crazy weekend, but it should be good. But no, cakes this year for their actual birthdays. My plan is to get something not too huge for each of them from Safeway. And then for their birthdays, we have hired a baker to make 2 cakes. Which, holy shit, is expensive. But hopefully they look great. And the place that we're getting them done, highly recommended. And yeah, that'll be the birthday party. Because there'll be more people to eat said cakes. I just realized that they still haven't gotten me to pay. I have a list, like, on this computer screen of things I need to do in the next, like, couple of days. Mostly tomorrow. So I'm writing down things that I need to remember to do. Oh, you weren't on when I looked at it. I downloaded part 4 of this pattern because it came out today. And it's so cute. It's so part 3 was 2 windows here of flamingos and a tiger, and part 4 is 2 more windows, and one of them is a sloth and the other one is a kangaroo with a joey in her pouch. So that's pretty cute. I don't know, stitching this one and looking at the pattern and all of that, I desperately want to figure out my own stitch along. And I just don't have any idea. Should be railroading. It's just so much slower. When it gets to this raggedy end of the floss, I should either cut it off and get a new, fresh bit of floss, or railroad it. I got some very nice compliments on my stitching on a post on Instagram yesterday/today. Look forward to seeing the stitch piece. Me too. Don't see a huge difference. Sometimes when I do railroading. Oh. So I went to the dermatologist today. Finally. I haven't been to a dermatologist in a bit too long. Maybe like 2 years or so. And I didn't get a steroid shot in the scar on my shoulder blade. So that was nice. And like when I was explaining to her that, I've had them done before, and sometimes that lump bothers me and it gets itchy and blah blah blah. And yeah, it was bugging me when I booked the appointment. And I'll note that I booked my appointment back in March, but it has been rescheduled 3 times since I initially booked. So in the time between when I booked and when I finally got an appointment, it hasn't been bothering me. So that's been nice. And yeah, so she looked it over and she said that it's very squishy, which is apparently a good thing. And yeah, I mentioned that I hadn't really paid it any attention because it hasn't been bothering me for a while now. And she was like, well, there's not really anything I can do. Like a steroid shot's not going to do anything with it the way it is now. So, yay. Sent you a message with a thought I had. Okay. Let me stab my fabric. Yeah. Like taking a toothache to the dentist. Yeah, exactly. or when your car is making a funny noise, you take it to the electrician and the auto elect, and it stops making the funny noise. Charlie's really excited about the fact that tomorrow is Thursday. And tomorrow's Friday, sorry, and I don't really know what's going on that's making her excited about the fact that tomorrow is Friday. I think she's looking forward to seeing her therapist, which is nice. Because a lot of the time lately, she doesn't want to go to therapy. We get there and she just shuts down completely. Okay, that. Oh, come back. I'm unlikely to stream all the way to 11 tonight. Because I am sore and I did not sleep very well last night because I was worried. And yeah, then I had to make sure that I was up at a reasonable time to get the three of us in the car. And lately when that happens, when I've got a thing I have to do, has to be done in the morning, and most of the time it's just I really need a shower in the morning. But today was more important. I needed to get the girls to their appointments. I seem to just wake up at constantly in the early hours of the morning, starting from 4 o'clock, and then I'll wake up every 20 to 40 minutes until eventually I'm like, oh shit, okay, well now I've actually really got to get up. We'll be disappearing shortly too. We have a Zoom meeting. No worries. What is the time? Oh god, it's 9:30 already. You're worried you will miss the alarm. No, not that I'll miss it, that I will not wake up properly and turn it off. Because that's what I do. Doesn't matter what app I use to set alarms. And you can get those apps where you have to do a math problem or something like that. Doesn't matter what app I use, I can do them so easily and quickly while I'm basically asleep, and I just turn it off. It's infuriating. got up at about 6:45 today, so I had lots of time to get us ready and to check on Josh and get myself some breakfast. Yeah. It was an insane day today. Just seems like Thursday is that kind of day lately. Next Thursday is just a regular Thursday, thankfully. And the one after that, there is no more school. Oh, and I get to see the podiatrist again. Fuck. You need an alarm distant from your bed, so you have to get it. That doesn't work either. I've tried that. And if it's too far away, no matter how loud it is, I don't move. That, or I get up and I go back to bed. My brain is annoying. Look at all this pink. It's such a colorful piece. Oh. Okay. Oh, the other thing that can happen too is Josh gets frustrated. He gets up and turns it off and goes back to bed. Yeah, shrug, exactly. I don't know either. Oh, so I mentioned before you jumped on that I'm gonna do my best to record my floss tube tomorrow so that I'm not trying to do it over the weekend. So I'm gonna be showing that on my floss tube. But look how much work I've done on this piece. There's mountains. Woo! So I was doing the bright green in this mountain, and there's a bit more to go. You can see I've only done half stitches on this row here, this column here. But I decided I wanted to do a bit of tree, so I took a break from the mountain. But yeah, it's coming along. Whoops. Dang it, don't do this to me. Please, please. I can't really tighten it any more than that. So you might notice that I've also changed my camera setup. Instead of me turning all the way here to stitch, now here. I've been working on New York. Nice. Shouldn't knock that over. That'll make a mess. I am so tired. it'll be good to get this pink in. The main bit around here is a light pink, and it'll be good to get that set in too, just because it's felt very skeletal. The 4 rooms, I guess, up the top are a different color walls. Which may or may not be obvious. It's so vibrant. Nope. Man. I'm trying to think, like, what's been happening this week. Look at my calendar. Oh yeah, that's right. My God, that felt like a week or so ago. I got my stripe. I told you, didn't I? I took a photo and I sent it to you. I got my martial art belt stripe this week. Love how colourful it is. I like that it's got no blue. Like, I like blue, but yeah, when I was looking at the ring of colours, like I had all that, and I was like, there's no blue. And then I looked at the colour, the list of colours. I can't remember what the word is. The key. That's right. And I was like, there's no blue. And then I sort of thought to myself, well, maybe it's because so far the pattern hasn't used blue. But then I remembered that she deliberately listed all the colours so that you could go and buy what you needed if you needed to go and buy them. So yeah, I kind of like that there's no blue. I've definitely like put that aside as an idea to do in my own way if I ever figure out a sampler that I want, not a sampler, a stitch along that I want to do. No, not yet. There's no blue. She's listed out all the colors and there is no blue. Closest thing is this like indigo kind of color. Yeah, I love blue too. But it kind of gives it its own sort of hue in a way, especially now that I've seen most of the colors stitched. And I mean, I've got the, oh God, yeah, the pattern printed badly. I need new ink in my printer. It's very yellow looking. I'm gonna bring it up because I want to look at it again. Oh, my toe hurts. I don't want to admit it, but I'm gonna have to have surgery on this stupid toe. Let's look. She's got the new part in detail, but it's sideways. Oh, don't crash on me, please. There we go. So the flamingos are the pink and red colors, obviously. Tiger is the orange and the dark brown. So this is a dark brown. It's not black. I'm not sure if it translates through the thing. The sloth is green, which is interesting, and the kangaroo is like these sort of greeny yellow colors. So it's very interesting. But we're using in the next like level, there's a lot of these green and yellow colors, which I'm glad about because this pink is so pink. And there's definitely no blue. Just, yeah, putting that out there. No blue. The key is the same. The only difference is that she's listed more backstitch things. No, I don't want to share it. Go away. Sloths can look green, but the kangaroo. Yeah, it should be interesting. What colors is it? That one. Okay, so oh no, it's okay. So this over here, this are like khaki brown kind of color is most of it, and then the ears of the kangaroo is this one in here, this little bit here, which is also oh, I lost it. Hang on, come back. Which is also trying to find another spot where that's been used. I think that's one of the colors I haven't used much of. Yeah, it is. It's also the dark shade here. So I remember now that the pattern doesn't show these like olive colors very well. They're really green in the pattern. But the sloth is green. Like I haven't gotten up to one of the colors. So the steps here that I haven't stitched is like the shading of the sloth, but the main color of the sloth is this. I'm sure it's gonna look cute though. It looks very happy. A happy upside down sloth. The kangaroo and her Joey look very happy too. Anyway, let's keep stitching. Where am I? There. But that'll be good. That it's like more olive colors for the kangaroo. Because if it was all of these kinds of colors, then it would be a lot of that in that level. Because there are 3 pillars. So there's one here, one in the middle, like a bit of a bigger one in the middle, and then one on the end. And that's mostly the outer edge of the column, that color. Gotta go talk to you soon. No worries. Have fun in your Zoom call. Oh, it's also the green that's here in the peacock eyes that I've done so far. Yeah, the step color that I haven't done yet is the rest of the peacock eyes, which I'm looking forward to getting to, which is actually going to be the last color that I stitch. So that sucks. Maybe to mix it up, I will stitch the next 2 parts backwards. Actually, no, it's not going to be the last because I haven't done white. And I know I shouldn't say what colors are used, but it's kind of hard to be subtle about that. But white is actually the last color, and so that'll be the last one I stitch. So I should do it backwards just to confuse myself. I know that could be cool, seeing it come out that way. And then for the last two parts, I'll do it in ascending order again. I'm crazy. Can you tell? I'm so crazy. Oh, 3 viewers? What? What is this? Who are you, viewers? Are you stitching along with me? Are you just listening to me talk with my amazing Australian accent? So if you want to, you can say hi. Wondering what Twitch says. I've got, yep, apparently 3 viewers. Hi! I'm lurking while putting every pattern I own into Pattern Keeper. Nice. I have heard a lot about Pattern Keeper, but I have not looked into it at all. Is it free? This is apparently able to be put into Pattern Keeper. She wrote something about it. I think it was like in the intro thing or something. I don't know. I like having a printed version, so I probably wouldn't use it even if it was free. Free trial and $9 US for lifetime. Oh, that's not bad. There's cat hair. Every piece I stitch has some amount of cat hair and my spit in it. Every piece. I do wash them, but the cat hair likely doesn't come out from that. But I assume the spit does. So just some cat confetti and some cloning material. Yes, exactly. I like that train of thought. Although I would not recommend people clone me. I'm kind of annoying and very forgetful. I don't usually stitch like this, like half filling an area. But I don't know, it seemed like the clever idea when I started this evening. And it does mean that I'm using my thread more efficiently because I'm not cutting off as often. I tell people not to clone me unless they're willing to deal with 2 mental people in their lives. Nice. Man, I couldn't imagine myself twice. I make myself laugh far too often. So having another me, I just wouldn't get anything done. Like I feel like, oh, that's not focusing very well again. I feel like if there was a second me, I should be able to get more things done. But I don't think that would happen. I think I would just assume the other me was gonna do the thing, and then neither of me would, and I would just sit there and stitch. Like both versions of me would just sit and stitch. I was going to do some designing tonight. Crap. I got a lot of ideas, and instead of fleshing them out, I keep just stitching, which is, that's not the worst. But I didn't release a pattern this week, and that's the first time in 6 weeks. So I'm working on fonts. I keep meaning to post about that on the gram, because I feel like that would make a lot of people excited. But I've got, man, how many do I have now? I've got like 3 fonts in progress right now. And I'm kind of stuck with all of them. And the reason I'm stuck with all of them is because I've almost got the lowercase done, and every time I do a font, and the lowercase is just like really easy, and I can do that, yeah, relatively quickly. And then I hit the uppercase, and I'm just like, I have no idea. This uppercase is hard. That's why I actually have 1 or 2 fonts that don't have uppercase, because I was just like, fuck it, I just want to release a font. Figure out your uppercase yourselves. And then there's numbers. Oh god. Numbers are the worst. Did I miss one? Oh, oh no, I didn't. I just... That's the next stitch. I thought I missed a stitch, but it was just the next one I needed to do. Yeah, I'm tired. That's okay. Gonna have a good sleep tonight. Lots of things to do tomorrow. Yeah, lots of things to do tomorrow, especially before my kids finish school, which is frustrating because Fridays my kids finish early. They have early dismissal, so it's 2 hours less that I have kid free. And a lot of the things I want/need to do tomorrow need to be sans kids. So I'm going to be trying to squeeze in a lot of stuff into my morning. But yeah, if you are new at the moment, or you missed what I said earlier, my kids' birthdays are this weekend. My youngest is turning 6 on Saturday, and my oldest is turning 8 on Sunday. So June is a crazy month for our family. And yeah, today was just a really crazy day. I had about, yeah, like 40 minutes to myself today. Outside of this, But I did the exercisings, so that's good. I joined martial arts about 3 weeks ago. And although I am horribly overweight and horribly unfit, horribly inflexible, I am having fun. And I am learning that a lot of the techniques that I learnt when I did Taekwondo about 20 years ago still are in here. And I'm surprising the instructors and my fellow classmates who I will point out most of my classmates are, I think they're called Bodan at this martial arts place. They're basically the belt below a black belt. So they could just be being nice. Which, I don't care. I'll take the compliments. They make me feel like I'm not making a complete ass out of myself. But yeah, it's good to know that I am not sucking at something straight away. Yeah, I'm on the path to getting. Excuse me. Oh, I'm bumping the microphone too. I'm on the path to getting a yellow belt next month, which will be cool because then I'll have some color. And I'll be the same belt as my kids then too. Hi, thanks for the follow, Moo Ref Fun 2. I tried. I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow. If you're stitching or doing something stitchy related, let me know. Oh, I'm on the home stretch now. Look at that. I'm sure you can see that. Yeah. See the half stitches all here. On the home stretch. It's not the rest of the pink. I'll be obvious, like clear. There is all this here, and it goes down here, and it's all in between the flowers. It's not in the middle of these ones here. I just haven't gotten up to that color yet. Well, just call me more. Also a cross stitcher and really just like to work as other people work. Ah. Well, hello. So what are you stitching then? Is it also Satsuma Street? Because I realized a couple of weeks ago that I am turning into a fangirl. And I prove my point by pointing out that I'm also working on this piece. and I have another one of hers up there that I've finished, so yeah. But I'm horribly behind with this stitch along, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm just very glad that before I started this, I decided to do it on an 18 count. No, not Satsuma Street, but just a pattern that I found on Etsy that I've been doing. Nice. Well, if you're interested, I have patterns on my website, and if you're on the Twitch web page, it'll be down below. I'm sure there's a link. I have just realized that I have not looked at my Twitch profile in a long time, so I'm wondering what it looks like now. I don't want to go to Twitter. I want to go to Twitch. Thank you. I do not want to hear myself. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Instagram, Ko-fi, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and then where's my thing? Have I not put my freaking website on here? Oh my god, I'm a numpty. Well, any of those links will take you to my actual website if you're interested. Anyway, let's close that. Definitely check out the patterns. Thank you. I mostly make patterns of things that interest me or make me laugh or my kids like. So it's a really random, eclectic mix of stuff. but I do it because it's a creative outlet for me, and it fits in with my life as it stands at the moment, which is crazy. And yeah, so I just do it to make me have another purpose outside of being somebody's parent. It's of a statue, so mostly greys. Oh gosh. I'm sure it will look awesome once it's done, but I can only imagine how confusing that could get and how like tedious that could get. Some of the greys are really ugly. Yeah. I like the new greys that came out with DMCs. Like, oh, this is having so much trouble focusing. There we go. The 1, 2, 3, 4 DMC colors that came out in like 2017. Why are you focusing on my hand? Why? Camera? Why? There we go. Those greys are nice. But yeah, some of the greys are really ugly. Alright, I gotta flip this over and cut off my thread. Which way should I go? Go this way. Because it's funny looking when I do this with my left hand. I am not a lefty. Oh, I'm waiting for this month's paycheck to come in because I am planning on putting through an order with 123 Stitch. And one of the things I'm going to get is those needles with the eye in the middle. And so it's got the 2 pointed ends so that you can do the like tandem hand, like push through and then push through with the other hand. I keep trying to do that with just regular needles, and I kind of don't hate it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a red hot go. And those needles aren't expensive, so why not? But there's a couple other things that I want to get to. One of the things is fabric, because I will never have enough fabric. I love their pretty fabric. Okay, there we go. My desk stand does not like my Q snap. So I'm just like, don't breathe. I should be making a list of the things that I want to talk about during my floss tube, and I have forgotten to do that. Where did my finger? What just happened? What just happened? Ah! I just closed it. No! What is happening? Undo. I didn't mean to close it. Ah! Go away. Oh, what am I doing and why? Why is everything so tricky right now? Because I'm tired, that's why. I'm just trying to find this app. I've been using Two's app. So TWOSAPP.com to just like brain dump. And if you don't know, I have ADHD. So I obviously have like a billion tabs open because that's just who I am as a person. Trying to just find this one tab, and I just found it, thankfully. But I need to go to my floss tube list. There we go. Okay, so I need to talk about. Oh no, don't do that. Okay. I just learned a new keyboard command. Okay, well I've got that open now. I can add stuff as I think about it. I had two things in my head to write down, and I wrote down the first one, and I've already forgotten the second one. I hate my brain sometimes. I hate my brain. Wait. Okay. Let's continue stitching, shall we? So wobbly. Let's do that. There we go. Changed where my camera sits, and I just realized that it's gonna make my floss tube angle a bit different when I record. So I meant to take a photo, like a behind the scenes photo of my desk, which is just a joke. My desk is just like a bomb exploded. Just constantly, it's what it looks like. But I meant to take a photo because I do have like bulk tripod stuff happening. And so the tripod that the camera is on now, so here, is taller and longer than the one that this light here is currently on. And that tripod is where my camera used to be. So when I stitched and streamed, I was like this, which is crap. So I fixed that this week. The tripod that the camera is now on was just a phone tripod. So like it had the little claw thing that, you know, and so I unscrewed it all and changed it all. And so the reason I did that was because the ball point of that kind of one stopped working. So when I put my phone in, it was too heavy and it would just go like, blah. It's completely useless. So I unscrewed it all and I moved the attachment, I think, that my camera needs from this tripod and put it on this tripod. And I completely just lost what I was wanting to point out. But the moral of the story is I should take a photo because I just have stuff everywhere and people might find it interesting, and yeah, so anyway, I shall continue stitching. I did so I mostly post on Instagram, and I realized that I haven't posted today, but anyway, I posted in my stories a couple of days ago about the fact that I just don't know what to post about on Instagram. I don't know if it's just like I'm having a total brain fart, or the fact that Instagram is just now all about reels, and reels with my account are completely separate from, well, not completely, they're very much separate from me showing off my work, that I just have forgotten how to use Instagram. So in my stories I asked, what would you like to see? And one of the suggestions was my desk. So I should take a photo of my desk. You know what I should do? At the end of this stream, I will grab my phone, I will not move anything, and I will take a photo. It has been decided. Whether or not I remember is another thing. What's the time? Woo! I initially planned on stopping at 10 o'clock, and it is now 13 minutes past 10 o'clock. Normally I finish at 11, but today I was, planning on finishing a bit early because I'm tired and I've got a crazy day tomorrow. But I haven't done any designing and I was hoping to get all this pink done. Maybe not all, but just all. Yeah. I'd like to get it done. I feel like I would be once I finish this pink wall, I kind of feel like I'd be on the home stretch to finishing these first two parts. I definitely will feel like that once this wall is done. And I keep bumping the microphone, I'm sorry. And I think that's the next color. Yes, it's the next color. People love seeing desk stuff. You could do like an organizing video or like a before after picture. Yes, I should do that. You're right. I will note that down because if I don't, I will forget. So thank you. I should make a new list. I kind of like this app. It's not bad and it's free, which is great. Social media post ideas. So I'm just going to write down what you said. Organizing, except I write organizing without a Z because I'm Australian. Organizing desk video before, after desk organization photos. Also follow the Stitch Father. Yes, I do. I think that his name, yes, it's his name. He makes funny cross-stitching videos. Yes, I came across him ages ago. Like, I can't remember. Time doesn't exist. But basically, the reel that probably made him go viral, the initial one where he's wearing the magnifying glasses and doing the like, do you want to see how I got these forearms thing? And then he's just like, he's wholesome, like, look at my cross stitch. That's how I found him. And then, it's a funny story. You can actually go on my YouTube and see this one. I will actually tell you which one it is while I talk. While I was streaming, I got raided, and it was like 60 odd people. And for me, that's like insane. As you can see, I've got apparently 3 viewers right now, and that is a lot for me. So sorry. So I got, raided, and it was the first time I got raided. I'm just like stunned silence, just not understanding really what's going on. And and everyone's like, yeah. And I can see obviously who the person is that raided me and all of that, and I hadn't made the connection that it was the same person because it was the Stitch Father. And yeah, I'm just like on the stream, I'm just like, hold a sec. Is that you? And I'm just like, oh my god. This was ages ago though that he raided my channel. I'm gonna look for it though. I was just like, what? But at the time, he found my stream because what I was stitching was Satsuma Street, funnily enough, but it was the Pretty Little Sydney pattern. And so one of his mods was like looking for a channel to raid, and she saw that I was stitching that, and she's just like, well, it's perfect. It's Australian. You sound Australian and all that. So, yeah. If you go to my YouTube, which I'm pretty sure I put it in the Twitch description, and search my profile for stream feed number 7, so hashtag 07. That's the one where I got rated, and I think in the description I did a quick link Yes, I did. So there's a timestamp for when the raid happens, so you can see me just like sit in stunned silence. Anyway. So yeah, it's number 7. Oh my god, that was a while ago. Because today is stream 40, and I only stream once a week. Oh my god, I think I've got cat hair in my throat. And for the month of basically of May, I couldn't stream because my computer was being a dick. It was just, it needed driver updates, and then I needed to like completely fiddle around with all the cabling, and then there was something else, and so yeah, there was 4 weeks where I couldn't get the stream to work. So yeah, stream number 7 was a while ago. I might go till 10:30. But yeah, so since I got raided, I was like properly following him, and I see a lot of his content. I wish I could get my husband to like participate like his girlfriend does. But so far, I've been doing reels like more seriously. Oh my god, pardon me. I've been doing reels more seriously since July last year. And so far, I've gotten my husband to participate in one. And that took like a lot of coercing and a lot of time, which sucked because I missed the trending audio that I wanted to get him to do. Like it had already passed, but I still posted it because I was just like, yes, he did it. He recorded a thing for me. Okay. I can either go till 10:30 or I can go until this floss is cut. Floss is finished, which I'm kind of hoping I can get it to this point here, and I should be able to like that's a decent amount of floss, and this is 18 count. It's gonna be close though, but I like a good game of floss chicken. I'm gonna trim it because one of the strands is a bit wispy looking. You can see it. And it'll just make it a little bit easier. My ort jar is coming along nicely. That's one post I have in mind for the start of July to do because I want to do a 6-month update. It's not as full as it was as my last year's ort jar was. Actually, I've got a ton of bits to put in. Oh, there goes my thing, fell down. Because I've got this, which has been sitting in my car for months, collecting, because I sit and stitch a lot in my car because I've got 2 kids and one of them is special needs and she has a lot of appointments. So this has been sitting in my car collecting bits, and I'm gonna show you how much is in here. Like that. Look at that wad. Oh, it's beautiful. And that will go in that. And I just go Plonk. There's probably still some little scrappy bits in here. I can turn it inside out and see we got some extra bits. But yeah, so I brought this in yesterday, I think, and I still hadn't merged it with my ort jar. So there we go. So that is almost 6 months worth. And as I was saying, last year's one at about 6 months was a lot more because I was doing a lot more embroidery, which I find is a lot more wasteful than cross stitch. But that's okay. I'm not angry about that. Oh, really? Really? We're going to do this already? Q-Snap, we're going to do this right at the end of the evening? Fuck you. Just hold it up. No ways. What? There's 5 people now? Feeling the pressure. This just doesn't compute to me because whenever I stitch, it's pretty much just my mum talking to me. She jumps on to chat to me because she lives in Australia and I live in America. So we don't get to sit and stitch and just chat in person. There's more cat hair. Bloody hell. Oh, this is going to be a close race. Yeah, freaking Q-Snap. You're a jerk. Eh. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Let's see what we can do. Some floss chicken action. There's not a lot left. No, we can't do those 2 squares. Oh, this is a terrible angle. Sorry, guys. There we go. Alright, I'm about to flip it over anyway. Okay. You gotta make the sound effects too, if you didn't know. When you're streaming and you're gonna flip over your work. There we go. So I've done better. I've had shorter with floss chicken, but that's not bad. What's the time? 22 past 10. So just take that nice and careful. There we go. Alright. So I didn't get as much pink done as I'd like, but I did a lot of pink. That's all I did tonight. And I've been, oh yeah, okay, I didn't start at 8, that's right. So I've been an hour and 45 minutes, which is not bad because I stop and chat a lot. But I'm not happy with this little bit here. I'll zoom in. Zoom in, enhance. You can actually see it quite well on there. So I got this like little fuzzy orange bit poking through, which I might just stay there, please. I'll put my ort jar under it. There we go. So the way that I rectify this kind of situation is I get my floss. I thread my needle if it is not already threaded. There's that cloning material action happening. And then with it threaded, I just run it through and it just like pushes it back. So it's not attached, to be clear. Like it's just this bit here. Yeah. There we go. No more little fuzzy orange bit. Ta-da! Alright, so nice. I was hoping that I would have, I'll zoom out again. I was hoping that I would have these 2 parts completed by the end of tonight because, as I mentioned earlier, part 4 of this stitch along has been released. So this is 1 and 2, and then there's 3, 4. And I started the stitch along the night. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice now. The night that part 2 came out, so I was like way behind. So I decided I would do the stitch along in 2s. So I'm completing part 1 and 2, and then I'll move on to 3 and 4, and so on. But I was hoping that I'd be done with these 2 bits before part 4 came out, and oh well, that's okay. I'm pretty close. There is not a lot left. There's the 2 bushes need to be finished. The pink that I've been doing obviously needs to be finished. There's this wall, which is 2 different colors. There's this little bit in here. The face, the white of the zebra, the 2 other steps, and then there's a little bit of back stitching. Oh, and the peacock as well. The body of the peacock and the rest of the eyes bits in the tail. And then yeah, there's a little bit of back stitching, but there's not a lot for these 2 parts. So yeah, I'd say if I really wanted to, I could get this done mid next week. Mostly because this weekend is kind of a write-off when it comes to stitching, most likely. Because again, it's my children's birthdays this weekend, so I'm going to be busy. But yeah, I got to keep reminding myself that there's no rush for this. Like, this isn't for anybody. This isn't a commission. So anyway. Alright, well, I am going to wrap it up there for the night. I do have more people than I expected, so I might quickly look into raiding somebody, especially given that I'm ending a bit early. Dashboard, there we go. Who have I got that's online? God, I can't even remember how to use this freaking thing. Raid. Oh, it's quirky. Oh, they're starting soon. Well, that seems perfect timing. Oh my god, freaking ads. Twitch, you suck. I just want to make sure that it's... Yeah, she's starting soon. Okay, well, let's do that. Yeah, thank you for watching, and thanks for chatting, and thanks to my new followers. Just a reminder that I stream at 8 p.m. PST on Thursdays, and I'm mostly active over on Instagram. You can follow me. There's a link down below. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you. So let's go raid a channel. Ready to raid. Rah, 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 rah. my chat happening.